What's up everybody, my name is ZingaZam, and today I'm bringing you some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare gameplay. Now more specifically, I'm bringing you a walkthrough, not a let's play, and I'll quickly go over, at least in my opinion, the difference between a let's play and a walkthrough. Let's play is a commentator or live commentator going over live comm style, going over the gameplay, the single player, the story, a live comm session, whereas a walkthrough is through commentary and it's a step-by-step guide. So what I'm doing today is exactly that, a step-by-step guide on the hardest difficulty, veteran, a new game of course, and I'm helping you guys step-by-step for each individual situation in the level, in every level, matter of fact. So I would appreciate some constructive criticism too along the way, being how this is my first real walkthrough, and I hope you guys enjoy.
We come into this world with our eyes closed. And most of us choose to live our whole lives that way. We blindly follow anyone who will lead us, giving ourselves over to anything that provides us with a sense of purpose. For me, it was the Marines. I had enlisted 6 months ago with my best friend, Will. Now we were a half world away, being deployed into South Korea. We were brothers in arms. No matter how bad it got, I could always count on him to keep me in line.
Cheer up, Mitchell. Can't be all that bad.
It's just finally starting to sink in.
No, this is what we signed up for.
Well, the old man was a leatherneck, so I didn't really have much of a choice.
Yeah? I joined up because of the old man, too. More just to get away from him.
I can't get much further away than this.
All right! Listen up! We have our orders. Inserting an LZ Epsilon. Down and dirty just like we taught you. Everybody know what's going on? Everybody know they're going! Hoorah! Everybody ready? Hoorah! Let's do this! Mitchell! Hines! Lead out!
Let's get it done.
North Korea was invading Seoul. We had to push him back. This wasn't just a mission. It was an initiation.
All units, this is Spaceman, commencing dropping on mic.
Badger 01, standing by.
All pods, set to engage. Copy, dropping a grid 3159er. Repeat, 3159er. Cross-checked and verified.
Everybody hold tight. Here we go.
Just like in training, Mitchell.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deploy!
Goddamn! 30 seconds to insertion point. Hey! See you on the other side. Spaceman! I'm seeing heavy enemy fire on our drop path!
Copy that, Badger 01, adjusting your trajectory.
Hold on! Mitchell! Close the black shield! Come on, Mitchell! Now! Mitchell, now! Resetting drop point! Break yourself!
You still in one piece?
Mitchell, get the door.
Badger Squad, the North Koreans have invaded the city and are pushing towards your position. teams in your AO.
Copy that. Keep your eyes open, team.
Damn.
Okay, we need to get our feet on the ground and link up with Demo Team 1.
Look at that, we are getting right into it, dropping from space or high altitude straight into South Korea, straight into Seoul. So yeah, this is crazy, but yeah, let's get right into it. Now you can take these guys out, or you have to take these guys out. Matter of fact, of course, these are the first guys you face right at the start. But it's very important to take up one of their weapons. Now you want to switch the Atlas 45 for an AK-12, specifically a target enhancer. Now they'll have different, of course, variants of it: AK-12, hybrid sight, or the target enhancer. However, I recommend the target enhancer just because it highlights the enemies in red and ultimately gives you a better identification of who you're shooting at and highlights them. It's easier to see on the eyes, and for me, it's great. Alright, so of course we are going into a friendly camp here, so we'll have nothing to do, but I'll see you guys once the drones start coming and we get out of this camp.
Bravo 3-2. Negative on case back. Do what you can.
Who the hell are you guys? Badger Squad, 227. Providing support for Demo Team 1.
They're already on the move! Thought you guys were fragged!
What's your position?
2 clicks northwest at grid 775.
All right, we're moving.
Badger 01, be advised. We are tracking a drone swarm heading your way.
Copy that. Everyone, keep your eyes open.
Watch your head!
Okay, so we are back. Now what you want to do here, before you get shot at like I did there, is hide behind this yellow taxi and pick them off, bob and weave a little bit around the metro taxi and pick them off one by one. You really don't have to rush this since the drones don't come until you actually kill all the North Koreans. So, you can use this stand 2 in front of you because it will provide cover, and just use it creep around the corner to get a better angle. Now once the drones start coming, what you want to do is get a door. Now you can pretty much choose any door you want, but I recommend one on the side so you can have a clear path straight to the heavy tank. Now of course face it towards the drone so you don't take any fire, obviously, and then run. Now what you might want to do is chuck it. It might actually clear up some time for you to get on the tank, but what you want to do here, once you're on the tank, is obviously shoot down the drones. Now you are waiting for an EMP to boot up so you can kill all the enemy drones in the vicinity. Now what you want to do is, once you're shooting, just pretty much stay alive. There's nothing to it. Don't die almost here like I did, but it's very straightforward. Just shoot the drones, and once EMP charges, press A, tap it, and you're good. They're all dead. And you're probably not going to die. Like I said, I did this on my first try, or like I'm saying now, like I did that on my first try and it was fine. So you have nothing to worry about. Okay, so once you get to this area, the game notifies you that you can thrust left or right. Now, we are not going to use that at all. What we're going to do is use a target enhancer AK-12 to tag all the enemies and kill them all, basically. And punch any enemies that come close, and then the first wave, just pretty much mow them down, really. You don't have to worry about the second wave that comes down and repels down. But basically, take out the initial wave, throw a threat grenade, and then throw a smart grenade. You should be able to clear them out. But of course, it works like the target enhancer. They light up red, and just peek around this cover. That's all you need to do. Peek around the pillar, and you'll be fine. You can move up if you want a little bit. However, I don't recommend it. It's all about taking your time and being able to slowly pick off the enemies one by one. That's all it is. Staying in cover and picking them off one by one, and then slowly advancing. That's all it is. It's very simple. Okay, so now what you're going to see me do here, which seems very retarded and sloppy, unprepared, but was necessary, is I'm looking for a pouch on the ground. Anything that lights up green, because that is a ammo case, a grenade slash tactical grenade case more specifically. And that's what I got for on my first time running through this. However, I didn't get it on my second, unfortunately. But as long as you have some grenades, you know, don't spam it completely on the first group, but make sure you have enough for, you know, the bad guys. So just keep in mind of your tactical and your lethal grenade count until later on when we do get an ammo crate. But that isn't until later on in the level, so just keep that in mind.
That's our target. We need to find our different. Knocking out major roads. We're gonna have to get around this sinkhole to get to the commercial district. Demo Team 1, this is Badger 01. Are you there? Over.
Hear you, Badger 01. We're approaching the Havoc launcher position. Sending you visual coordinates now.
Copy. We are receiving. We are proceeding on foot. ETA 15 mics.
Copy that. We are strong holding our position. Over.
Okay, let's hustle, Badger Team.
Okay, so now we are approaching our next gunfight, which can be a little overwhelming, but don't fret. It's not hard. All you need to do is jump over that rubble and go prone, and then pop out whenever there are some enemies you want to shoot, or whenever you have full health, because as you see here, I'm clearly getting shot a lot. So it can be a little difficult at first, but it's not hard. All you need to do is stay prone and then pop out when you have the courage or when you want to, and repeat. That's all. It's not hard, and then you can shoot the guys over there in the hole and clear out this gunfight pretty quickly and efficiently.
Clear!
So once you get to the subway car, prep a threat grenade, throw it at the bottom of the steps really quickly before they all get down, and then knock them down. Shoot them, kill them. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's like clockwork. And they're all dead instantly, or except for that one scumbag. But yeah, that's the gist of it, and it works.
Bastards going on. Stay focused. Nothing we can do. Take fire! Blue! ID yourselves.
Atlas PMC Rescue Force. Reporting the principal.
How's the weather south side?
It's a fucking mess. Better odds taking the east tunnel out.
Copy that.
Good luck. Let's move.
On me.
Will, isn't that your dad's company?
Yup.
They got the best gear.
Okay, so now we're approaching a really fun section, and when I mean fun, I mean it sucks. So what you want to do here is throw a threat grenade and pick them off right to left. If you're really lucky, you can get them all at once like I did. If not, then just restart the checkpoint. You know, checkpoints are pretty forgiving with how numerous they are. And then run to this window, shoot the guys in the hall. Don't throw a smart grenade like I'm pretty sure it said there. But what you'll be able to do is, and I don't kill these guys right away, but usually they are 9 times out of 10. But scope out the room before you go in, and then yeah, make sure they're dead. And then what you want to do is go up the steps here to your right with your best friend Will, and slowly peek around the corner and pick these guys off. There should be 3 or 4, no more, no less. But you could throw a threat grenade, but I didn't want to waste it since I could use it for the next part. And make sure that no one comes up the steps. Sometimes they'll come up, sometimes they won't. And then make sure this is a must. You must throw a smart grenade. If you don't have any, it's going to be a lot harder. But basically, if you don't have any, do what I'm doing right now. But the smart grenade will clear up 3 or 4 guys that come down, and then you can target enhance all the baddies on the balcony or next door. And I'm going to go up the steps here to show you a piece of intel that I found when I was going through my first playthrough on it. It should be right there. And then what you want to do for this section is pretty much use your threats and smart grenades and spam it, because there is a ammo crate right next to the tank down below on the street. So you can spam as much as you want. But from this pile of cover, you should be pretty safe, and you can shoot through some material. So keep that in mind, and it should be pretty good. So once you're down on the street level, there will be one RPG guy that shoots at you above on the second story. Just hide behind the ammo crate. You don't even have to hide. You can literally just wait for him. He's not going to hit you. And then make sure to fill up on ammo for the next gunfight, because there's going to be a lot of North Koreans charging at you here with some laser sights and some very lethal guns. So make sure to pack up on grenades, spam them, lethal, smart. You should be good. If you want, you can even shoot your gun like I'm doing here, or you can just spam them. And then make sure to, of course, get some more smart grenade and lethal grenade, or non-lethal and lethal grenade ammo.
We need to get eyes on the demo team. Mitchell, over here. There's the Havoc launcher. Demo team should be nearby.
Over there! Shit. They're KIA.
Okay. I see their explosive. Still do this.
Sir, we aren't a demolitions team.
We wait for another demo team and that launcher's gone.
I'll get the charges, sir. Just give me cover.
Sure will.
Yeah, I can make it.
Okay. Mitchell, go with Iron.
Let's do it!
Okay, so now we're approaching the biggest gunfight in this level. It's the grand finale. What you want to do is beeline it straight for this piece of cover that I'm behind and peek around the corner. Now keep in mind, don't at all pass this cover, this line, because there's an imaginary line that triggers a bunch of enemy soldiers to zip line in onto the bridge, and you don't want that. So just pick off the guys, make sure it's clear before you move up. And you're going to see me here in a second. I'm going to look over, shift over to my left. These are enemy soldiers that really don't have to kill. They don't really pose a threat at all. So now you want to toss a smart grenade once the enemy soldiers zip line down, and make sure to get back into cover, because if you don't, as you see here, I'm going to get badly injured and shot, and you don't want that. Ultimately, you want to stay alive and survive through the mission. So when you're in cover, just wait for your health to recharge, and then zoom in, holding enough trigger, and use that target enhancer to your advantage, because it is very helpful. And if you still can't find enemies, do what I did here and throw a threat grenade. As you see here, there's only one guy left, and I can take him out easily. And then there will still be some stragglers in the cafe, so what you want to do is go straight up to the main entrance and just hold left trigger and shoot any guys. In this case, it was only one guy, however there could be more. And then what you want to do for here, and this is very important, make sure you pick up the LMG and then the smart grenade, I guess smart grenade launcher, and yeah, then get the charges, but make sure you reload, of course, stock up on ammo, and then get the charges, because once you get the charges, it will trigger the next battle to start. So what we want to do here in this battle is hug this wall, because there will be soldiers to your right, and just spray them down. And if you saw there too, as I forgot to mention, make sure you do the zoom out mode, because it will give you a much easier time. And once you kill all those soldiers in the ground, 2 drones will come out and fly, and you want to make sure to at least pop 2 or 3 into them, and that should really weaken them. And as you saw there, one of them went away but then came back, so I had to take out my smart grenade launcher and finish them off. And those guys will really hurt you, so make sure to come quickly. And then once you've done that, what I did was prep a threat grenade, or toss it, to just see who's left, because then that's it. Not many more bad guys show up, so just use your LMG make sure to reload before you go over this wall because more will spawn. And you can use your smart grenade launcher because I actually have a lot more than I thought I did. Unfortunately, the ammo counter isn't on there because of the dimensions on my TV for whatever reason. But yeah, you can use smart grenade or the LMG, and that's it. That's the end of the first level. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Mitchell, over here! Give me a charge. Okay, timer's second. Ah! Ah! Oh, shit. Damn, I think my arm's broke. It fucking hurts. Okay, pull. Shit. Don't worry about that timer. Okay, one more time. Pull! Lift it off. You gotta go now. Mitchell! We're out of time! You gotta jump now! It's okay. I'll see you on the other side. Mitchell! Mitchell! Hey, Ben. Badger 2 is down. I need immediate medevac. Hold on. Stay with me. You're gonna be all right. We're gonna get you home.
So we have to do one last thing before we move on to the next mission, and that's choose our next exo ability. Now I'm choosing reload because personally I feel like reload speed by 50% of an increase is very important. So that's what I'm choosing. So if you're following this walkthrough, choose that if you want, or you can choose something else. But yeah, thanks for watching.